Hi, hi everybody. Welcome to the OYF Show. Well, we're back here again this Thursday with yet another amazing show for you guys. Well, it's all about real stories, real experiences, and real people. And as we go through this, you're going to definitely see lessons, insights, and takeaways only for you in this show, the OIF. And by the way, I just want to share something very interesting with you guys. There was a very important question that was asked to over 20,000 people between August and September last year. They asked them, well, what would you want to do in terms of would you want to change your life significantly rather than return to how it was before COVID? And guess what? What did people really have to say? 72% people globally said they want change, which means 7 out of 10 people. In India, it's 8 to 9 people out of 10. In the US, in Europe, and other countries, there were close to 5 to 7 people out of 10 who said they want change. Now, what does this bring us to, guys? Everybody wants change. Everybody wants to experience what can really take them to a new version of themselves. Own Your Future is here to share with you these real experiences, real stories, where me and Priyanka are going to talk to yet another amazing guest before we actually get into something very, very interesting. And Priyanka will talk about the guest just after this break. So, as we just take a small break and introduce the guest over, just give us 1 minute by the time we get you there. 1 second, one small short video for you guys.
Good evening, everybody. We're hosting Kaisar today. And Kaisar, very good evening to you, all the way from India, and lots of affection to Bangladesh.
Namaste. Good evening, everyone.
Namaste.
Good
I'd
evening
make a
to
short,
you and Rajiv. Yeah.
I'll make a short introduction to what your work is all about. But I think the better parts of your introduction was that born in Chittagong, has about a huge following on social media, loves to play cricket, and has his grandfather influencing his choices that he has made today. So, Keza, tell us more about all of this and what has the
Okay.
story been like?
Okay. First of all, thank you so much for the invitation. I'm over the moon. In fact, I'm so happy, so excited to share my stories, my experience with you. Uh, I'm from Chittagong, actually. Chittagong is one of the smart cities of Bangladesh. I'm not from the capital. Capital is Dhaka. Okay. And I did my master's in 2017. Okay. And now I work as an English instructor at the high school. Okay. Though teaching is not my passion, hospitality is my passion. I had a job in a five-star hotel, but I could not continue that role for a longer period. I had to quit that role because of schedule issues and due to COVID as well. Okay. Since then, I've been working as an English instructor as a in a high school. And besides, I do some online works. You can, if somebody goes through my LinkedIn profile, they can see that I'm an affiliate marketer. Okay, and at the same time, I do brand promotion as well. Okay, and we are a small family. We are three siblings, including me. And I live with my parents, and my position is second. Okay, and I love sports. Sports have and I love nature as well. Spending time with kids and spending time in nature. These all are my hobbies. Okay, so yes, I'm doing great. In fact, in these tough times, though I saw that people are going through tough times. But I'm always optimistic. I'm always positive, and yeah, doing great in life.
Well, interesting, Kaiser. First of all, thanks a lot for joining us on this conversation today. As you know, we are here to talk about the real stories behind who this person is. And you've been very kind enough to share with us your childhood, what time you spent, and how you've sort of grown. Uh, just a thought, an interesting one that came to you. While you've definitely spoken about what you have moved into from the internet perspective, I just want to understand what really got you to internet. What triggered off for you to move away from gully cricket, English literature, into spending time on the internet? What attracted you there? Because that's a different world, right? So it'll be interesting to
Okay,
know that.
absolutely, absolutely. It's a fantastic question. Actually, you know what? Internet. What I believe, internet is a powerful tool. You know, you have skills. You have so much to offer to people, but how could you reach to people? So you need a medium. Okay, you need a medium. You need a platform. Okay, so internet is something that gives you that stage. Okay. Okay, while I studying at university, while I studying, my, graduation, I thought that okay, now technology is available. Wherever you are, technology is available, so you can make full use of it. If you know how to use it, then you can create a wonderful result by using internet. Okay, so that is exactly what I have been doing for last 3 years. Though I'm not active on Facebook, on Instagram, I find those apps odd. I'm sorry to say that, but LinkedIn, is something that I really love the most, uh, and I always prefer LinkedIn over other social apps. So, and you know what? You so internet has given me so much. In last 3 years, I have had met some wonderful people. And now I have a wonderful image on LinkedIn. And most importantly, what I'm proud of is that I feel proud for what I'm doing. I'm not proud of how many followers I have, but uh, the value I create, the value I add to the people of others. That is what I'm proud of. That is what I'm proud of. So I'm doing great, and I look forward to exploring new things in the near future.
Interesting. So let's talk a little more about your journey on the internet, and of course, we'd love to hear more about your journey away from the internet. But that would be a different question. So my question, or the one that I want us to talk about a little more, is tell us the one thing that you like, maybe an instant, maybe a comment, maybe a video, or maybe something that you like experimented with your profile, which got you really happy, and one thing that you wish did not happen.
Okay.
Good.
And you
That's a,
can skip any question that you feel, nah, this is not my cup.
no,
I
no,
don't feel
no.
like answering this.
No. That's not like that. Okay. I think I love people. So whatever I do, I always try to whatever I share on LinkedIn or on social media apps. I make sure that people can relate to that. Okay, it's not about sharing your things randomly, your stories and everything. I make sure that whatever I share, people can relate, people can resonate with my thoughts. Okay, so there are so many contents I shared that got huge number of views. Okay, and one of them in my profile, in the profile that it's all about compassion. It's all about compassion. A mom is suffering from cancer, and her daughter stood by her. That okay, and um, yeah, sorry, a daughter is suffering from the cancer, and her mother, stood by her, and she shaves her head. to express her her support to that person. So yeah.
Very, very,
Interesting.
very, very fascinating. Sorry, Priyanka. Just to sort of build up on what you just asked here, just an add-on thought that comes to my mind, Kaiser, is that uh, as I said, you have a very interesting background, and I use the word interesting because everybody can relate with you as the person who plays gully cricket, as a person who goes to college, a person who's done his studies, and a person who got attracted to internet at a time when internet was just about catching the fancy of everybody, and people started looking at things. Now, for anybody who is really listening in or watching in or watching over maybe the replays later on, what do you think is what you would want to tell the normal person in Chittagong, the normal person in India, or anybody else who may be listening in? What is it that they should take away from your experience? What is it they should learn from what you were able to do, and they should not make the same mistakes in?
Okay. Okay. So I believe that youngsters have the capability to make a start. Okay, if I talk about youngsters, even any person, everyone has the capacity to make a new start, to make a new journey. But the problem is they are always in rush to get a result. They are always in hurry. Okay, they want to get result within a month, within 6 months, and if they don't get their expected result, and they quit and they give up. So I want youngsters and whoever is watching our video, I want to suggest them, I want to tell them that please don't quit. At least you stick to that, whatever, stick to your project at least 1 or 2 years. Okay, then you get a result. Okay, this is what I want to tell them. Okay, and whatever you do, just do it with commitment, with sincerity. Okay, it's okay. If I talk about my journey, my LinkedIn journey, okay, I'm not a typical LinkedIn browser. Okay, I do not browse LinkedIn like other people. Okay, I have always been serious about this platform. Okay, if I'm here, and I'm here to make an impact, make a positive impact, and I make sure I get something from it as well. So this is my message, that whatever you do, if you're an entrepreneur, if you are whoever you are, if you make a new start, just give yourself some time, just stick with that, and have some patience, and stay on the track. Okay, and give your best shot, give your 100% effort, so that you get a result from it. Yeah.
Wonderful. Priyanka, just 1 second. I just want to acknowledge some of the wonderful people who are there with us. Nasser, all the way from Canada, Parul from Hyderabad, and Urvina from London. So thanks a lot, guys, for joining in and coming onto this show. Really appreciate that. Uh, just one point in addition to what you just now said, Kaiser. Before Priyanka, I'll request you sort of continue the conversation. Is did quitting ever come to your mind? Because you just mentioned about how the youth think, right? So did any point in time did you think about saying, oh, enough is enough, I should probably let go of this internet piece, or I should just sort of let it be? Did that ever figure out to you ever?
Yes, to be honest, frankly speaking, yes. My friends told me that I said, after completing my masters, I was searching for jobs, and I was trying my best to get a job. And my friends told me that Kaisar, LinkedIn is a professional platform. You can log into it. Okay, you can use it. Probably you might get a job. Who knows it? Okay. So when I started my LinkedIn journey, I was so desperate to meet with hiring managers, and meet with professionals. But you know what? What really I got a stun when I see that people I kept rejecting my invitation request, because they can see that this guy is young, this guy is a fresh graduate, he has no experience, and he just a novice here. So it was and I lost my hope when I saw that happening, and I lost my hope that okay, I should quit. Okay, but that one thing came to my mind that okay, Kaisar, probably there's something wrong with your strategy. Okay, you should be strategic. That okay, probably this strategy, this technique is not working. Probably you should apply another technique. That okay, now uh, probably they are not seeing your skills or your capability or your patient. That's why they're rejecting your I mean invitation. But there is it has nothing to do with your age, it has nothing to do with your status, with your region. Sorry to say, in fact I thought that probably I'm from South Asia. Bangladesh is still a developing country, so I thought probably so discrimination is something. So but I thought okay, I think it has nothing to do with my age, with my race, with my color, everything. Okay, then I started to expose myself, to market my skills, to market myself well. Then and it did the trick for me. That technique, that special technique, did the trick for me, and so far, so good. Yeah. So that was the lesson for everyone. I think for not youngsters, for I think for everyone, it could be applied to any initiative, any project, any journey. That okay, the initial stage is always challenging. It's always challenging. There is highs and lows. It is common. Okay, you might face those challenges. Okay, situations might not be conducive for you. Okay, I'm talking about the initial stage, but as the day progresses, when you keep showing your skills, things get better. Yeah.
As Kaiser, I have to tell you a secret, and that is that when I started opting for freelance work,
Mhm.
and I wanted to, an internet like you for me was a good way forward for that time. The first person who hired me after many rejections was from Bangladesh, Dhaka, 10
Okay.
years back,
Okay,
and
that's great.
is still a good friend, and is still somebody. So we worked together. We did a lot of work together. I hope I added value to his work, and even 10 years later, if I ping him for anything, he'll still write back saying you're a friend and I'd love to be able to pitch in with whatever. So it was the most unlikely place to find employment. So it was the most unlikely place for me to be able to start building a portfolio. So when you're working and you're on freelance, and then you're picking up projects which are reviewed, and those reviews are public, there is no hiding away from who wrote what about your work. The first US dollar that I earned on my resume was from Bangladesh. I mean, that
Wow.
he had already walked that path, and he had some projects, and he was having more projects than he could handle. So he wanted some help, and then he thought I was good enough to hire, and that's the story. So to me, Bangladesh is very special, and
Yeah.
uh, and for
No,
that
I
reason,
can. Yes, yes.
yeah, and for that reason, I internet is very special.
Yeah. And I can proudly say that we are very hospitable. I agree with you. We're very hospitable. We are very kind. Bangladeshi people. We have some core values, and we always try to keep that intact, keep those values intact. Whatever happened in other side, we always try to keep our core values intact. In any situations. I mean, so we are very proud. I'm very proud as a Bangladeshi.
And I'm very proud of you for having made choices for the ones that you have made. So so I picked up on the words saying I decided to expose myself, and this is a professional platform, so I'm not expecting anything crazy. But what did you do? Like once you made that choice, what is the first action that you took, which was visible on the internet?
Okay, that's a great question. Okay, actually, to make a stand out in the crowd, first thing you have to do, you have to stay active only. You have to stay active only. Whatever platform you are, you have to stay active. Okay, it's not that you come and disappear. No, you have to spend some time. Okay, you have to invest some time on which platform you are in. Okay, then the second thing is that obviously, write up, whatever you write, that your content, shows who you are. Okay, your content will tell you that who you are. Okay, it will help you to make a stand out in the crowd. Okay, so I started doing that. Okay, I started writing content. I started writing about myself, and I started writing about my skills. And one thing that I was always passionate about, I still am passionate about, is inspiring, is uplifting my people, my audience. That okay, uh, people need hope. Okay, people need hope, people need positive vibes, people need some positive energy. And if you can deliver that, then people will love you for sure. Okay, so that is what I have been doing for last 2 and 3 years. So so this is the first thing. I will tell you that, just if you sign in to LinkedIn or whatever platform you are, don't stay quiet. Okay, don't keep quiet there. Just speak out. You don't need to be a PhD holder, or you don't need to be fluent in English. No, I don't think so. You see my accent. People in Europe, people in America, they always mock at our accent, because we are I'm South Asian, and I can proudly say that that's my identity. But I cannot I never tried to uh, improve my accent. Okay, people in Europe or my friends say that, Kaisar, your accent is not that much sophisticated or modern. But I tell them that, okay, listen, brother, if you want to make a positive impact, or if you want to make a change, then accent is not a factor. Okay, you just if you can communicate with clarity, if you can communicate with confidence, if you can communicate with integrity, that's fair enough. Okay, so these are some issues that should not be working in us. That okay, so whatever you have, whatever skills you have, whatever you have, just showing, just marketing yourself. Okay, so it will work for sure. Okay, though success doesn't happen overnight, but though it takes some time. But for after certain period of time, you can make you can create your personal brand. Yeah.
The
Wow,
words
I
that
think that is brilliant. Absolutely amazing. Sorry, Priyanka, you want to say something? I'll come in after you finish.
it's so the words that you say is integrity, and your individuality really shows. So of course, with 100,000 followers and 100,000 people in this world willing to read what you have to share with them, is definitely good testament of how we are all individuals, and how integrity plays a great part in being able to be that individual that you would love to showcase to the world. And of course, the internet happens to be a good place to start, I think. Rajiv, over to you.
Yeah, and I think as you were talking about it, and Kaiser, one line came to my mind, which is what I normally always keep writing, and I'm sure you would have seen it on my posts, on my mails, or wherever I do. I keep saying this: be daring, be caring, and be honest. What you just said actually summarized that dare yourself, challenge yourself to do the unseen and the unsaid. Don't stop yourself. Be caring, because compassion, integrity, sincerity, authenticity always wins in the long run.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
finally, be honest, because if you have these three with you, I think what you just described as your journey, what you just described as how you lived your days and how you're progressing, is a testimony to the fact that when Kaiser chose to own his future, life changed. So the way forward is own your future, and life changes. Don't wait for change to happen. I remember in one of the comments today only, I think Nasir said that people don't change themselves. Absolutely correct. To change, you have to take ownership. You have to take
Yeah.
responsibility. And here is an example. You took responsibility for your actions, and
Yeah.
you moved by being honest, by being caring and considerate, compassionate, and by being absolutely daring enough. So kudos to you, my friend. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so happy that you're on a journey which is coming from your heart, and you will obviously be successful beyond this. One last
Thank
point
you.
I want to know before we let you go is, what next? What happens after this? What's the way forward for Kaiser? You want to
Okay.
just tell us something? And Priyanka will probably then wrap up the session after you share that.
Okay. Um, Now I think I got the momentum. Okay. I got the momentum. So I want to make sure that I want to carry the momentum forward. Okay. Now I have a wonderful network, and I make sure. In fact, I yesterday I shared a content. I shared a post that, okay, I have more than 1 lakh followers, but I'm always with you. And you know what, I never felt obligated to to add a title influencer. I repeat the word influencer in my header. You know why? Because if I always believe that if I add that word, influencer, I'm going to create a wall between me and my audience. So I always want to open to all people, all my audience. I don't want to block my heart. Okay. So and now I want to make sure that I want to help more people to grow their business, because this is I'm good at, to help business professionals to grow their business, to generate more revenue, to increase the sales that they are expecting. So, and and at the same time, I want to explore some new things as well, that CPA marketing, and there are some other things I'm working right now, I'm planning to do on LinkedIn. And so hopefully to 20, and you know what, 2021 is my year. I can say that, I can proudly say that, and I want to make sure that the upcoming years that are coming, that I want to make those years actually, more impactful. So yeah, I look forward to it.
Nice. I think I want to summarize your conversation. So something that we write very often with the show is starting unknown, but I'm glad to have started unknown, and starting unknown, but finishing unforgettable. So you've definitely made that little mark for yourself. What I loved about this conversation is that you started humble and continued to be that. So the fact that what I want us to take away from here is, small reminders that we can keep as notes to ourselves. So my note for myself to stay humble is to never use the word influencer in my work. So irrespective of what the social media does, that's a word I probably will not use. And every time I choose not to use it, I'll thank you for it. So appreciate that you shared this journey with us, and we really hope that this little conversation would have been helpful. We hope you grow from strength to strength as you go ahead and own your future. It was a pleasure speaking to you, Rajiv.
Absolutely. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you
Thank you
very
so
much.
much.
Thank you very much, Kaiser. Any last words before we sign off, Kaiser?
Okay. One word, just one word, that one statement, that we are going through tough times. But the message I want to convey is that we need to be hopeful. We need to be optimistic. Better days are coming. Okay. So just stay on the ship. I know that the situation is unfavorable. Okay, we are losing jobs. We are suffering losses in businesses. So we have lost some our dear ones and nearest ones. So, but we need to keep our hopes alive. Okay, because better days are coming. I can say that. So wherever you are, just stay hopeful. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kaiser.
Thank you
On
so
that
much.
message of hope, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Namaste.